Hello everyone. In this video, I will be going to explain task 5.1p SIT 331. So this task is about adding Open API documentation to a robot controller web API built with ASP.NET Core. The task asks us to use a library called Swashbuckle, which automatically generates a documentation page called Swagger UI directly from our code. This makes the API easy to explore and test in a browser without needing a separate tool like Postman or Insomnia. So the task requires install and configure Swashbuckle in the ASP.NET project, customize the Swagger UI with a different theme and Deccan logo, add author details, name and email to the OpenAI info section, enable XML documentation comments and link them to Swagger, write XML comments, summary, parameters, remarks for every API endpoint, submit program CS and the generated XML file and the Swagger JSON file. So here is how I set up the task step by step. I ran the following command in the terminal from inside the robot controller API project folder. I used the command .NET add package swashbuckle.aspnetcore. This added a reference to a swashbuckle library in the CSPros file so the project knows to download and use it. As you can see clearly in the CSPros file, I added two lines right after build services add controllers in the program CS to register Swagger services with the app's dependency injection system. Then after building the app, I called app.useSwagger and app.useSwagger UI to turn on the middleware. useSwagger and useSwagger. Now I created a www folder inside the project directory. This is where ASP.NET looks for files it should serve directly to the browser. CSS, images, icons. I organize it like this. www wrote images that hold the Deccan logo PNG, styles that hold the CSS files and robot CSS, and www root swagger that holds the favicon files. So I added a app use static files so the app can serve files from www root. Then I updated the use swagger UI call the inject a custom style sheet theme flattop.css. I also created robot CSS which overrides the swagger logo with the Deccan logo and changes the accent color to Deccan red. Each theme file imports robot CSS at the top. I updated add swagger gen to Septa configuration lambda. Inside it, I called option swagger doc and passed an open Amplifimpo object with the API little, a short description and my name and the email as the contact. So let's go through the code explanation. So here add endpoints API Explorer tells ASP.NET to expose its endpoint metadata to Swagger so Swagger can read it. The other thing is add Swagger gen options. This registers the Swagger generator. The lambda configures the app title, contact info, and the path to the XML comments file. Other thing is the assembly.get executing assembly get name. This gets the project name at runtime to build the correct XML file path, so it works on any machine without hard coding. App.use static files. This serves CSS, images, and favicons from the www root folder. App.use Swagger serves the raw swagger.json file at swagger v1 swagger.json. App use swagger UI. This serves the visual swagger UI and page and injects our custom theme CSS into it. So this file sits in the www root styles and is imported at the top of every theme file. It does two things. It replaces the Swagger logo with the Deccan logo and makes the drop-down border and version beige using Deccan red. So now this is our XML file. Summary means the short one-line description that appears at the top of the endpoint in Swagger UI. Parameter name. This tells documents each parameter. Swagger picks this up and shows in the parameter table. Returns. It briefly describes what the endpoint gives back on success. Remarks. Extra detail often used for a sample request body. Swagger renders this as formatted text in the description panel. Then response code. This document each possible HTTP response together with the produce response type attributes. Swagger shows a full response section with the correct status codes. Now moving to the CS pros file. The first line tells the C# compiler to produce an XML file. Example robot controller API XML in the build output folder. The second line stops the compiler from warning or you every time a public method is missing an XML comment using full during development. Now let's run the code. Now let's test each endpoint. Here you can see the Deccan logo is clearly visible. As you can see, the output is 200. Show status successful. Now also test other endpoints. Our post command is also working correctly. Now let's try some robot commands. It is also working correctly. As you can see, the post command is also working and we added a new robot command. So this is our whole task. Thank you.